Alright, so we pick up right where we left off. Where I saved. So I'm gonna drop out the flash grenades and the scepter, and then take both the combat knives. I'm gonna leave everything else in the inventory. Okay, so first we're gonna come down here, we're gonna come all the way down here, and we're gonna get the grenade. And the strat that I'm doing, for those of you who may know, the 120 FPS knife glitch, or knife trick, they do on PC. Well, mainly used on PC because you cannot get 120 frames on console. I mean, with this new update you can, but I think it's like a variable frame rate type thing. So I'm just keeping it at 60. But I did a little thing that kind of... I'll explain more after the cutscene. So doing this trick on console is doable. It's just a little bit longer and a little bit riskier. So as you can see, as I'm doing this, I'm like circling around him. Normally on PC you would aim looking down at the ground and swipe up to get the hitbox as much as you can on him. But what I'm doing, I was trying to get him to not be able to grab me immediately because I wanted more time to be able to hit him with a knife. But this is totally okay. But it's totally okay. So as he kneels down, I'm going to back up and I'm going to throw this grenade at him. So it adds just a little bit more damage to him. And it stuns him a little bit more, and I continue to go around and knife him with it. Try to circle around. So he's going to try to grab me again, so he got stunned there. So I was able to continue swiping at him, and then I'm going to go behind him because he's going to try to grab me again. Except this time he does these little pipe swings, which was very, very, very risky. You could get hit by that. That's one of the reasons why I mentioned it. So I was trying to prolong. So what I ended up doing, I try to prolong it to keep him from grabbing me, so I don't lose both knives quickly. But yeah, the trick is very much doable on like PS5 and PS4 Pro because you can get 60 frames. So yeah, it's just risky. I think this just takes a little bit more practice, but it is doable. So I'm just gonna come over here and grab that one grenade. There is a safer strat that you can do. Basically, that's why we grabbed a whole lot of handgun ammo. So you just you'll just sit there and shoot him. You'll throw both of these grenades that you'll get down here at him. You may want to save them because the grenades are very important for the final boss on Leon's campaign. But you could probably get away with throwing one of them. And then as long as you make it so that you can keep at least 4 shotgun rounds entirely, you'll be okay for the next section. But you should have like enough, because that's why I grabbed it. Grabbed a lot of the handgun ammo just to kind of, I meant to demonstrate it, but I figured the original strat's just a lot of kiting and stuff, so you just take some shots as you can, run around in a circle, take some more shots. It's pretty safe. I wanted to get through the Birkin fight using as little ammo as possible. And I didn't get hit, so that's great too.
Damn. Need a key card. You gotta be kidding me. Get off of me! Who is that?
Stay sharp. Lower it. FBI.
Sorry. Thank you. For your help.
Surprised you made it this far.
FBI, huh? What's going on here?
Sorry, that information's classified.
Where are you going?
Do yourself a favor. Stop asking questions and get the hell out of here.
So when it picks back up, we're gonna follow Ada into the door that she went into. There is gonna be some handgun ammo off in the room to the left that you can grab if you really need it. So I'm gonna use the shotgun, decap that guy, because he's gonna get up later and I just want him out of the way. If you are running low on shotgun ammo, you can just shoot him with handgun ammo. Just stand behind the cage and shoot him there.
Hey, I don't believe it. A real human. Hello, human. You been here long? Long enough. Are we the last ones alive? No, there's a few of us. Huh. That's good news, I guess. Yeah. That's of course Irons sent you. Irons? You mean Chief Irons? Is he still around? Who cares? Hopefully he's somebody's dinner by now. What do you mean by that? He's the bastard that locked me in here. I'm sure he had a good reason. He did. I was about to blow the whistle on his dirty ass. I'd have done the same thing to him, I guess. Hey, I'll make you a deal. Unlock this cell and I'll give you this. There's no other way out of that parking garage. Believe me. Sorry, I can't do that. I have to talk to the chief first. Look, we're both prisoners in this station. So either we play nice and help each other out, or... Shit. It's coming. What? What's coming? Come on, don't be an asshole. Okay, you need this. Just get me the fuck out of here! Oh my God. Who is that?
It's just me. So you can put that thing away.
I don't even know what happened. It just happened so quick.
I told you to get out of here. You wouldn't want to end up like Ben, would you?
You knew him?
He was an informant. Had information of use to my investigation.
So what he said was true? Hey, you can't keep walking away from me. I don't even know your name. I'm Leon Kennedy.
Find a way out, Leon. Before it's too late. Then we'll talk. Name's Ada.
Well, I guess the deal's on.
Poor Ben, the way he dies in these games, it's pretty horrible. The original, he gets an embryo shoved down his throat, and then in this one, he literally gets his head crushed by Mr. X. Whew. The poor guy doesn't catch a break. So anyways, we'll go grab the crank handle on the counter next to the jail and continue on. What we're gonna do first is we're gonna go into this room because there's just like some shotgun ammo in there. Best to grab it now, because these zombies do not activate. Yeah, and if you basically did what I did during the G1 fight, you're really set on ammo. Like when you save all that ammo, didn't even have to fire a shot, just throw one grenade. Yeah, you're really kind of set on ammo. So we'll grab that gunpowder there and mix it with one of those to make more shotgun shells, and then we're going to shoot these dogs in the cages. You can use a shotgun if you want to, but since I had plenty of handgun ammo, might as well use it. I want to get some of the handgun ammo out of my inventory, so I used it there. We're not going to go into the morgue first. We're going to do this, and then we'll go to the morgue on the way back. So switch the power on. You'll hit the third and fourth switch. That's all you need to do. And then on the way back, we won't worry about that dog because he's just going to jump over the fence. He'll be harmless. We'll grab that gunpowder on the way out. And then we're going to try to shoot this dog with a couple focus shots. I missed the second one. Yeah, if you're not quick, he will try to run around in a circle. And I thought I didn't kill him, so I was sitting there like, where'd he go? He just disappeared. So I said, fuck it, we'll get him on the go around. And then as this guy comes around, we'll have the shotgun equipped and take him out. Then we come into the morgue to come grab this flash grenade. I get rid of the handgun ammo too, because I have plenty, really. Grab that key, and as we do that, that zombie will activate, and then we'll kind of take like a wide berth to the left around that guy going out of the room. Another dog's gonna bust through here. I'm gonna take him out. This is where I'm a little bit cautious. Wasn't sure whether or not that dog was still alive. So around that corner didn't see him, so I figured we were safe. Go in this room and we're gonna use the key here. We're not gonna go into the room, we're just using it so we can get it out of the inventory. Less item box visits you have to make. Grab those shotgun shells there. You don't really have to turn the light on in this room. I like to, because why not, man? So now we have an overabundance of shotgun shells because, yeah, you can only carry 20. So I drop off some stuff. Drop off a couple things to make room for these magnum rounds and the fuse. Then I realized I was like, gotta drop the magnum rounds off too. So be careful coming around here. The zombies could be relatively close by or not. So I was, yeah, as you can see, I shoot him in the kneecap, try to run close. This guy got really aggressive on me. Wait for him to like stun and then run up to him and get the decapitation. These guys made me use a little bit more shotgun ammo than I wanted to, but it's okay. I'll get rid of that knife so I can get a fresher one. Not that that really matters. We're just using the knife now to basically just as a defense item. Yeah, this is where I grabbed that board that I mentioned in the first video about boarding up this window. So I wanted to take care of this. Wait till this zombie starts to get up and then shoot her. I just wanted to get that zombie out of the way. So yeah, see if he boarded up this window earlier, You wouldn't have to worry about taking the zombie out, and you'd save yourself a shotgun shell. But it's okay, I had plenty. So, I board up that window now, just so that way if I go through there, no more zombies will go through that window. So I meant to do it in the first video, but I totally didn't grab the board. That's okay. The more you know. So now we're going to head back to the library. And we're going to proceed with RPD 2. So we're going to go into the hallway where the liquor is, and we're going to walk. Like we did normally. Or like we did earlier. We'll use the key here, and even when we are in this room, we still want to walk. So we're just going to walk the entire time. And we're going to grab the portable safe in here, in the laundry room. And we'll go ahead and do that, because we're going to head down there next. I think this one I'm a little bit faster on it, because I'm starting to remember how these puzzles go. Still a pain in the ass, though. Oh, could have sworn I had the pattern. No, I definitely got the pattern now. I was like, oh, yep, I got it. I think it kind of gave it to me there. Discard that key because we're not going to need it anymore. Yeah, when you see the red check mark on items, it means you don't need them anymore and you can safely discard them. Come back in this room, we're going to run this way so we don't activate that zombie that's on the desk over there. And then when we get here, we're going to walk because there's going to be a liquor in that hallway. Then we're going to use 203 as a code so we get ourselves another hit pouch. I walk in here because I don't know if that liquor can still aggro while you're in this room, so I just walk just for whatever. And then we're going to open the door slowly, check to see where he is. I see that his back's turned to me, so I run behind him quickly, so that way I can get straight to the door before he can do anything to me. Then we'll leave the same way we came. Then we're going to take out Marvin, put him out of his misery. Poor guy.
Lieutenant. I promise.
He didn't deserve it. Then we'll use the crank handle here, open up the shutter. I don't think you need to grab that board there. I do. But we may not even need it, so. Let me get rid of the crank handle because we don't need it no more. Maybe my recommendation would be to clear out these fucking zombies in this room. Because what I end up doing later is I actually get grabbed by one of them in there because I didn't bother to take care of them. I ultimately meant to do this no damage, but after that happened, I kind of just gave up on it. I tried a few times to get through this no damage, But a lot of dumb stuff kept happening on this particular part, this particular section. And since this section is actually rather long for my next save, I just said screw it. And yeah, as you saw, with those zombies busting out the door, they're too stunned to do anything, so they busted the door and you can just go ahead and shoot them both in the head before they have any time to react. So I'm going to grab the key here. You don't have to make a stop at the item box. I do. Don't know why. Yeah, no reason apparently. Yeah, see, I realized I was like, I don't need this board. I'm not going to have to board up any windows. So I have 3 extra rounds, so I'm going to pop off 2 here. And then this is a no hat zone, so get rid of that fedora on Mr. X. And then use the last bullet, so that way I get rid of all the handgun ammo. Usually when you shoot Mr. X, he actually walks a little bit faster, so that's also another thing you can do there too. Another reason why you can do it. There's another trick that you can do to get past him. It's a speedrun strat. I haven't practiced it enough to do it, so better just to do that safely. Then we're gonna head down that way, because the best thing to have is Mr. X behind you. You don't even have to worry about it when you know where he is. And we're finally gonna grab that flash grenade that we left in here a while ago. And since everything has been cleared out, we don't have to worry about any zombies being in there. And we know where Mr. X is, so we don't have to worry about him cutting us off. So we're immediately going to go open that door. You'll hear a licker screech. We turn around. We wait in there a couple seconds. And ta-da! That licker's gone! Ha-ha! He's migrated into the room where the shotgun is. But we're not going back there, so we don't have to worry about it. So we use the key on that door, grab that grenade, then grab the handle. And then we're going to run out there. And Mr. X should be coming down the hallway. And we're going to shoot him to get him to walk a little bit faster. Because we made that boy angry. But then at the same time, this is going to bite me in the ass. Because how I mentioned in the first video, in part 1, how you should have moved the far right shelf in the library. Yeah. So essentially when you do that, you'll only have to move these shelves once, and you can see, as I rounded that corner, Mr. X is hot on my heels. So I really don't have a whole lot of room to do this. So So normally you would have that one on the right pushed over, so you only have to push the 3 to the right once, and then it's good. But since I messed it up, I had to push it twice. And here's what happens. Mr. X is right fucking there. So I was like, ooh. Yeah. It got a little too close to comfort. So this is also going to cause me to kind of speed up this process, because I do not want Mr. X cutting me off. So I missed that shot on this guy. And normally I would have taken the time to, so I just said screw that guy, I need to get in there, because I saw Mr. X coming. Because normally I would have taken the time to just kind of kneecap those guys to stun them so I can get the better shot, so I didn't end up killing the second zombie. Yeah. So the whole process got sped up, but it worked out. Not that big of a deal. I knew where I was going, and I knew where Mr. X was, so... As much as I know, like, Mr. X's mechanics, dude still jacks up my anxiety when he's on my ass like that. I hate being chased. So as you saw, what I did is I used the big gear on the machine down at the bottom to activate the stairs, and we went up there, we grabbed the smaller gear. So that way we could put the smaller gear there, and then I put the bigger gear on the one upstairs. And that'll ring the bell. So where I go next, you don't actually have to do this because I don't even think I end up using this gunpowder. I think this is mostly for if you are not getting the Magnum at all, so you can use this to build, to get yourself some more shotgun ammo. I grabbed it just in case. Maybe I might have needed it, but I don't think I ended up using it. Make sure you do grab this gear, because I did do this, one of my runs. I did get all the way to the part where I needed it, or where I needed to use those parts, and I didn't even have it. So I was trying to check to see where Mr. X was to determine which door I was going to go to. So I saw him down there, and he was going to head that way, so I decided I'm going to head this way. That zombie was over in the corner, thankfully, so I didn't have to worry about him, so... Yeah, so I see where he's going. And I'm like, okay. Maybe I might be able to make it there before he does anything. So, remember how I said you should probably take out those zombies? Yeah, I start panicking and I'm firing wildly. This guy comes off. I couldn't even use the knife in time, so I take a bite for no reason at all. Very annoying. Very, very annoying. I almost could have gotten killed there. But I'm all like, well, I gotta get out of here before Mr. X decides he's gonna wander in this part of the hall. Thankfully, he doesn't show up, because I'm basically inches from death. I get hit once, I'm gone. So I end up grabbing that herb here. And I was trying to remember if there was a spot where... I thought there was a red herb nearby. I think I check in this room. This safe room here. Because I remember there was something there. But it ends up being a blue herb. So I was like, well, that's not going to help me. And I know what's coming up. So I was like, maybe I had a first aid spray in my box? No. Yeah, because I knew it was coming up and I wanted to make sure that I had enough health. So I'm forced to use the green herb there, so now I'm in caution, so it gives me a little bit more breathing room. And this was the part of the run where I always kept getting hit. I just could not get through. These dogs would not cooperate with me. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to try to fire off to take out these dogs. I used a lot of shotgun rounds here, I think. Ooh. Yeah, see, I could have gotten... I totally would have gotten hit there. Because the dogs end up going over here, which is weird. So the dog over on the very far end swung around and he completely missed. And yeah, trying to do... For me, for some reason, those dogs never cooperated with me within this room. Normally what you'd want them to do is try to get them to jump on one of the cars. And then take them out that way. But they just didn't cooperate with me at all, ever. So... that's why I was worried about that I was going to get hit there. Yeah. So one of my runs when I said you grab those parts, yeah, I got all the way down here and didn't even have it. So I didn't even have one of them. So that ended the run, and that was even one where I didn't get hit by the dogs. I was pissed. That was one of the reasons why I gave up doing no damage on this. But then I realized after that, I was like, there's a first aid spray in there with Ben, so I'll be okay after that. This puzzle, always keeps throwing me off for some reason, and I always keep forgetting that it's the easiest part, or the easiest bit, is the fact that I should be turning the one to the left of that, the one at the very top. and I'd have it. As you watch me struggle, like, this puzzle sucks! And you'd think with as many times as I've done this, I would have had this stuff down to figured it out. I would have had it figured out. Yeah, as you can see, I backed out in frustration. I'm like, reset this thing, it's all fucked up! And I just haven't realized that it's the one at the top. The very, very top. Just 2 up. It's 3 up. No, you have it. Everything's right. It's the one next to the left. Go 1 over to the left. 1 to the left. 2 up. 2 up. Go up 2. You'll have it. You'll totally have it. Now I'm just... Yeah, now I'm just like doing whatever. I'm like, what the hell? Now it's making sense. As you can see, that was like my first time actually getting to that puzzle because I was actually rusty with it.
That doesn't explain the rumors about the orphanage. I just find it way too coincidental Umbrella's one of the benefactors.
You told me this interview was about the new scholarship Umbrella set up.
Come on, Annette. Nobody cares about that. They want to know about the G virus
Where did you hear about this?
and that big fucking sinkhole in the city, which, by the way, rumor has it goes straight to your underground lab. Now, are you going to talk to me, or are you going to...
This interview is over.
Bitch.
Yeah, as you saw, I grabbed the first aid spray. It's next to the toilet. But yeah, that puzzle, like, it was like my first time getting to it in quite some time. So I was like really rusty with that. I was checking the time on my recording. You can see there's a whole horde of zombies. And you also saw that I equipped the flashbang grenade to get that ready. You'll see Mr. X heading us off. I'm going to aim to kind of orient myself. As soon as you see him come around the corner, just take a wide circle around him. He actually lunged at me. As soon as you pass through this gate, you're going to throw that flashbang. Boom. Even if you got grabbed, it'd be okay. The flashbang will go off before they even bite you. If they happen to be closer.
This is getting old. Saving your ass, that's twice.
I didn't realize you were keeping score.
Look, this isn't a game. Nothing dies down here. I take it you have the key card.
Yeah, and this. I was hoping you could explain what's on it.
Maybe. After I hear it. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, not too terrible. Pretty much speaks for itself. Now we can open up the parking garage. Yeah, I wish we could do that, Ada. There's also a herb there, if you need it. Yeah, minus those 2 parts.
Unfortunately, no. Ben didn't come
exactly are you looking for?
More info on the people responsible for this mess.
Where I got bit by the zombie and then
Going through that gun shop looks like the only way.
no, actually I only got bit by the zombie. I didn't get hit by the dogs. Huh, funny. I actually would have been able to do this no damage if I didn't get grabbed there. What a shame. Now that I'm thinking about it, that is a damn shame.
What a mess.
So we'll go ahead and get the long barrel. Thank God for that, so now we can actually decap zombies from a longer range. We'll grab the handgun ammo there. And the grenade that's over on the other shelf.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
I said don't move.
I'm just passing through. I'm gonna ask you to lower that weapon.
I tell you what, you're gonna turn around and go right back out the way you came in.
I think your daughter needs help, sir.
Tell me how to deal with my daughter.
Drop it.
No! Wait!
Step aside. We need to terminate her before she turns.
Terminate. It's my fucking daughter.
Ada. Just let them be.
Emma? Sweetheart, I told you to stay put.
Daddy.
Daddy's here. Okay? Those fucking things outside. What they did to us. You're a cop. You're supposed to know something. How did this happen? Huh? She was a sweet little angel.
Mommy.
I was sleeping, honey. Okay? And I'm gonna put you to bed too, okay? Emma. Just go. Just give us some privacy.
You know, it's one thing to keep the truth from me, but why him? I want to find out what's happening here and stop whoever's behind it. Helping people like them? That's why I joined the force.
My mission is to take down Umbrella's entire operation. We may not make it out.
Whatever it takes to save this city. Count me in.
Heard of the Umbrella Corporation? They're a pharmaceutical company secretly making bioweapons. They have a virus. It turns people into indestructible monsters.
That explains the horrible things I've seen.
And that's why I'm looking for Annette Birkin. She's the one at Umbrella responsible for unleashing the virus. I'm going to... This is how we get to Annette.
Based on what you've said, the sewer seems fitting.
Well said. After you.
Gee, thanks. Can't imagine a real scientist being down here.
According to HQ, this leads right into Umbrella's secret facility.
Come on. Sewers are run by the city. How could they have a facility without the authorities knowing?
Welcome to corporate America. Umbrella's controlled Raccoon City.
Jesus! That an earthquake? What the hell? chance. You're stuck with me to the end. Ugh. Ugh. You sure this is the right way?
Unfortunately.
Wait there.
Leon! Get out of there!
So we're gonna immediately run to the far left. Wait for him to chomp. Then run to the right. Then he's gonna attack twice. As soon as he does that, we'll head back over to the left again. Pop that container. Kaboom.
Chew on that, you overgrown son of a bitch.
Then we're gonna wait for Ada's slow ass to drop the ladder for us. There was also a grenade there, as you saw, as I grabbed or picked it up.
Leon, up here!
What the hell was...
Just get up here! Can't say I didn't warn you.
You said the virus turned people into monsters, not reptiles.
Fair point. I'm just impressed we made it in one piece.
So let me get this straight. Umbrella sells monsters like that to who? Our military? Somebody else's?
They don't sell the monsters. They sell the viruses that make them. And Annette is who makes the viruses. As scary as that alligator was, Annette is far more dangerous. Definitely William's handiwork.
Identify yourself.
Annette Birkin.
She's who we're looking for?
Not much time. Need to dispose of it. We're here for the G virus. That's not gonna happen. I'm warning you, Doctor. Oh, yeah?
Hey!
Stop! You'll never get the G virus! Didn't expect that from a scientist. Leon.
Forget about me. Just go. Stop her before she gets away.
I'm right outside the facility, in pursuit of Annette. If it's not on her, it must be in the nest. Once it's in hand, I'll call for extraction.
Man, I think Ada looks good.
You can run.
After that long cutscene bit, now we're gonna play as Ada.
It's secret weapon time.
Get her secret weapon. And no, I'm not trying to get an upskirt shot, you perverts. Activate that switch there. Blow that one, and then before we jump down, we're gonna hit this switch here. We won't worry about that zombie getting up. He's gonna be a problem for us in a minute, though. Because he actually ends up coming down the stairs. And gets to about where yeah. Because I need to get to that elevator, and the zombie will be there. It's not gonna be that big of a problem, though. So we're running around this guy. Don't worry about him, because he's gonna get flashbanged. At least he might be one of the ones that gets flashbanged. You'll see that zombie drop down. It'll be alright. We'll hit this switch here. Then we're going to come over here. You don't necessarily have to do this. You could just shoot your way out of the room. Just kneecap all the zombies. But we're going to grab the flash grenade. We'll get the stun here, so we run past him. And then we see these two zombies there, so I throw the flash grenade in here. Stun them both. And then I get ready because I see that dude headed us off. So I got the stun. Then he lunged at me.
Got you now. Always been good at running, Annette.
So if you do it just like this, you won't have to worry about Mr. X. Just hit this switch real quick. And then activate this switch, and as the door is opening up, you want to flip the other switch. So Mr. X is hot on your heels. And I hate that because it still freaking bugs me. Especially when I'm activating this fan. I'm like, he's getting closer and closer. And then if you get close to it, as soon as it blows up, you can just press X and get through it. It's no big deal. I make it sound way more threatening than it is. Especially if you do it that fast. You won't ever have to worry about them. Honestly, I'd say the bigger threat is those zombies for Mike taking damage.
Bravo. Gonna burn you alive now. You'll never get your filthy hands on the G. I'm not the only one after it. You realize that.
And you won't die alone.
Wait for Annette to talk her shit. Then we'll activate that switch first. And blow that one. Then we'll turn to the left. Activate this switch. So it turns on the middle one. Or the right one, sorry. Then we'll activate the switch to the right. And then we're out of here. That pretty much takes care of Ada's section. It's pretty short.
Clearance confirmed. Your ID is authorized until October 1st. Please return before this date.
Not gonna happen.
Hopefully in RE4 Remake we'll get another Ada section. That'd be great.
Enough with this cat and mouse game.
The game is over.
You lost. Tell me, is your husband still alive? Or did you kill him so you could take credit for G?
Interesting theory.
You don't cooperate. I'll get a sample from the nest. Over my dead body.
Ada? Damn it. Ada?
Ada was kind enough to tape our shoulder up. So now we're gonna head into the dreaded. Oh no, I do take damage again in here. So okay, I take damage twice. Ah, yeah. See, all right. Yeah, it was a good call though. Now I was thinking, I was like, wow, I could have gone through this whole thing without taking damage. Then I could have imagined if I got all the way here and took the damage here in this sewer bit. I would have been pissed. Would have to start the whole section over again. Because I'm not even at the save point yet. Because, like, we still have the rest of the sewers to get to before I'd even get to the second save that I'm going to be doing. So it's a long section. About an hour. About an hour, I think. Maybe more. So since we went to the left side to go grab those shotgun shells, this zombie is going to be down here. Since we have the long barrel attachment, we do more damage. I just checked to see. So we're going to kill this guy on the pipe. And we're going to take out safety vest guy over here. I'm going to drop that dude too. So yeah, with the long barrel attachment, you can get decaps from a longer range, which makes it a little bit safer for you to blast them heads off. Alright. So with these enemies coming up, there's like a little trick. There's a couple ways you can do this. I'll explain the one that I'm going to do, and then I'll explain the second way you can do this. So I grabbed that white gunpowder there. Alright, so you shoot him and you see how he jumps up and then as he comes down. So he has like two different kinds of animations. So the one where he comes up and then down. If you try to run past him as he's coming up, he will stun you and then he will grab you. That's just how it works. So if you run past him on the down animation, you'll be able to run past him safely and you won't get stunned. So another way that you could do that is basically you would pop him up out of the water. Grab these shotgun shells on this chair here. As you pop them up out of the water, you would have a grenade or a knife, preferably a knife. So this code is SZF. For some reason I thought the Z was on that one. So anyways, preferably what you'd do is you'd have a knife equipped. You'd pop him up out of the water. As he gets up, you'll try to get as far as you can behind him. So when he grabs you, that way you'll end up being where his back would be. So that way when you use the defense item or the knife on him, you'll be right behind him and then you can immediately jump up. That would be how you get past that first one.
I don't like the sound of that.
So after this cutscene, I'm going to end off this part, and then I will continue the rest of the sewers
Ada.
in part 2, since this was a good spot to end the video. As we can see, Ada down there. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in part 3.